Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys my honest opinion on Chanel Beauty. So we have a bunch of products here today that I'm very excited to try with you guys and let you guys know if Chanel Beauty was for me or not for me. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching. As always, I want to remind you, if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Join our little family and make my day, subscribe to our channel, and yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So we have a lot of products to cover today. So if you want to go grab a snack, maybe a little coffee, I don't know, maybe you want to watch this while driving, I don't know. But the first thing I'm going to try on camera with you guys is the Hydra Beauty Micro Cream from Chanel. I'm sorry, I took away the lid, but this is what it looks like. This is a hydrating cream. It does have a little bit of scent, so if you are sensitive like myself, maybe you will not like this. I tried to use it. It looks like this. You don't need much. I think I got a little bit much. The scent is not bad. It smells very fresh, and it claims that it is a very hydrating cream and stuff. I just don't know if my face or my skin has like sensitivity to fragrance, at the sense that it makes my skin a little irritated after a while. And I try to use this very sparingly because my skin gets very irritated if I use this as like my daily moisturizer, which is kind of bizarre to me because when my husband bought these products for me, this cream was highly suggested to me by the Chanel counter girls as a hydrating cream. So it does feel like right now my face feels very hydrated, very much moisturized. But I did want to mention that if you are sensitive to fragrances, you might want to get a little sample before, because I don't know if it's gonna irritate you. I know in me, it brings out a lot of redness that I have, so that's the reason I don't use it daily. And I feel like I've used a pretty good amount for it. I don't have much, like I haven't had it for much longer, but you know, it's still been used. The next product I'm going to use is actually a little sample that the girls on the counter gave me. This is the Lift Smoothing and Firming Eye Cream, and I like this. This is something that I can use on a daily basis. I can use at night, at day. I feel like my under eye loves this cream. And I don't really have much complaints. I feel like it wears beautifully under the makeup. It doesn't disturb my under eye makeup, which is something very important for me. But yes, this was the Lift Eye Cream. The next product we're gonna be trying is the Chanel Hydra Beauty Nourishing Lip Care. So this is a little lip balm, and mine's a little dirty. But yeah, so this is what she looks like. It doesn't really have a scent, which surprises me because, you know, everything else pretty much has a scent. The fact that this one doesn't, it's like, okay. So I'm gonna apply this. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on so that it can nourish and, you know, moisturize my lips before I apply my lip product. So on to the next product. As always in my channel, you guys know that I love to do my eyes first, just because if there's any fallout or anything, I can easily clean it up before applying foundation. So with that being said, I'm gonna give the Chanel eyeshadows the same chance I give to pretty much any eyeshadows in my channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyes with the P. Louise Beige. This is something that I have really loved adding to my collection. It is honestly a very good eye base. So I just grab a little tiny dot and distribute this all over my eye. Now this is gonna be a very much wearable, kind of like an everyday or kind of like a no makeup kind of makeup look. So don't expect for this for this tutorial to be very colorful. If you were expecting that, I am so sorry. This is gonna be a little bit more toned down. I have been seeing that a lot of you guys were requesting a lot more toned down looks. And you guys know I am the neutral eye look queen. I love my neutrals. I love just very easy because I am a mom. So I do understand also the struggle, like that a lot of people don't have a lot of time to get ready and stuff. So I wanted to create this very much easy makeup look. It's pretty much gonna be mostly for beginners. I don't feel like anybody else would be attracted, but I thought of the look I wanted to do, and what a better eye look than an everyday eye to showcase Chanel Beauty. So moving on, I'm gonna use today two palettes, the Le Ombre Multi-Effect Quadra eyeshadow in a Warm Memories. This one, when my husband bought me Chanel Beauty, this was the palette that they recommended for me. And if you guys are familiar with Chanel Beauty, you guys pretty much know what Warm Memories looks like. They told me this was the perfect everyday. It was a staple for Chanel Beauty, you know, lovers. So I went ahead and obviously I listened to their recommendation. I'm gonna take the eye blender brush by Essence. If you guys have not tried Essence brushes, they are so amazing. I think this was $2 and it is super affordable. It is literally $2, and I can't believe I had never really tried Essence. But besides the point, let's get right into the tutorial. So the eyeshadows on the Chanel's palettes, they don't typically come with names or numbers, so I'm just gonna point, and hopefully this time around I remember to put close-ups. But I am gonna go in first with this shade right here, and I'm gonna apply this all over my crease. I'm gonna pack the color first and then start blending. So I'm gonna position my brush kind of like at this angle, and I'm gonna start pressing the color into my eye like so, and then I'll start flickering upwards and buffing it towards my eyebrow. I'm gonna take the color right here, which is this darker brown. It's a little bit of a purplish brown. It's not like a super chocolatey brown. It's more towards like the purple undertones, but I'm still gonna use this in my outer corner, and I'm gonna also drag it a little bit onto my crease just to, you know, give the eye a bit of depth. So notice I am not bringing the eyeshadow all the way in to my tear duct. I will let you guys know why in a split second. Let me go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, and I'll be right back. Now that both eyes look the same, I'm gonna go into the other palette that I'm gonna be using today. And this one is the Travel Makeup Palette by Chanel. It is a little bit more, I guess, more versatile. But I do want to mention that these two are lip colors and these two are as well. This is supposed to be considered a contour and this is a blush. But the contour, unfortunately, it's a little light for my skin tone. So sometimes I do use that as powder just to kind of set, or if I need to retouch any areas and I don't want to bring my loose powder with me. Now these three shades right here, they are eyeshadows. Two of them are, one of them is metallic and the other one is a shimmer. And as well for this side, two of them are, one of them is shimmer and the other one is metallic, and this one is sort of like more like a satin finish. It's not really that matte. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this darker brown right here, and I'm gonna as well put that a little tiny bit in my outer V. I'm gonna go back into the first palette that I showed you, which was Warm Memories, and I'm gonna take this orange shimmery shade. I don't know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna try it. It's So I'm going to take that on another fluffy brush, and I'm just going to try to blend it upwards and kind of make this a little bit of a transition. This is what the eyeshadows look so far. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the eyes for a little bit, and we're gonna move on to the face. I will finish my eyes later, and I will tell you guys the reason why. So the first product I am excited to use is the Beige Lumiere Illuminating Makeup Base. So this was highly recommended to me from the girls at Counter, and honestly, I don't know what's in here, but this makes my face just look amazing, and my skin loves it. So I do shake it quite a bit, and I apply about this much. It's kind of like a iridescent, but it doesn't transfer on the face. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of it everywhere. Tell it had like a little shift. When I apply it to my face, it kind of turns a little like lavenderish. It feels honestly a little bit tacky, but not to the point where it's like sticky. Strange feeling, but I do love it, and my skin loves it. So when it came down to foundations, I have two foundations from Chanel, and I didn't know which one to pick, but I think I'm gonna go in with the Sublimage, which is this one right here. This was just launched this year, and honestly, I have been loving this. This is supposed to be a serum foundation. It has all the vitamins and creams that you need in your skincare in a one foundation. So that is to me amazing, because I can skip many steps with just applying this. It has SPF, it has moisturizer, it has serums, everything that you would need, and it is the Ultra Radiance Generating Serum Foundation from Chanel from Sublimage. And I use the tone B30. And the next foundation is the Beige Healthy Glow Foundation, Hydration and Longwear Foundation from Chanel. And this is what she looks like. I use mine in BR32. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like this one was my shade when my husband bought it for me. But after I bought Sublimage, I kind of feel like this is more my tone right now. Also the reason why I want to use this one right now. So I am a little bit more on the tan side. So I'm going to give this a quick shake. Now I do want to mention that this foundation is $160 or $175, but it does include the brush. So this is the little brush that comes with the Sublimage foundation. I will be using it so you guys can more or less see how it works, but personally I rather much more use a beauty blender to blend out the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply on the back of my hand 2 pumps. And I'm gonna take the Sublimage foundation, and this is the consistency. So I'm gonna take this on my brush, and I'll start stippling it. I'm gonna do one side with the brush and the other side with the the sponge. I do want to mention that the brush is very sturdy. And I've washed it a couple of times, and it has not lost its body. I sometimes see a lot of people say that, oh, it's a little excessive or the price is a little high, but I don't mind paying the price as long as the products, you know, they don't disintegrate within 1 second, which is sometimes a lot of the cases. So I'm just like, if the product works, I don't mind paying it. I just want the product to work. So, okay, I'm gonna kind of zoom you guys in so you can see the coverage. But this is the side that has the Sublimage foundation. And this is my normal skin, just with, you know, skincare. The coverage is pretty good, huh? I really if you would ask me like what is one thing you think I should try from this video, definitely try the Sublimage foundation. It is so lovely. I don't know, I don't know if it's a combination of all the products that I, you know, use in this video, but I love this foundation. So I'm going to use the sponge for the other side, and obviously a sponge is going to be a lot faster. I would say the coverage on the foundation is medium to light. It's not so heavy. I'm not sure if you can blend it. I mean, I'm not sure if you can build it up because I've really never, you know, attempted that. But yeah, that's pretty much the coverage I think the foundation has. So this is with the sponge, this side, and this side is with the brush. If you ask me, they look pretty damn good. I'm gonna apply a little bit more on this side, like right here, just because I feel like I still see some of my little freckles and stuff, and I want to cover that. Moving on, we are going to be using the Le Corrector de Chanel, and I use mine in the shade 30 Beige. So let's give this baby a whirl. I really love the Chanel concealer. I feel like it's one of those that doesn't really crease on me, and mind you guys, I already have a little bit of more wrinkles. My skin is not, you know, at its youth anymore, so definitely the wrinkle part is important to me because I don't want my little wrinkles accentuated when I'm using any type of concealer. And I feel like this concealer is very good at not settling into the lines and stuff. Like I said, it might be a combination of all the products that I use, you know, from the same brand, but I don't know, I don't see that it does anything, you know, that I don't like to my face. So now I'm going to be applying the Universal Natural Loose Powder. Sorry, I took out the top because I poured it in here, and I poured a little bit too much, like always. Guys, if you've seen my stories, you guys know that I'm always spilling this powder everywhere. I feel like the sifter is a little wide, so the powder comes out really fast. But before I set my under eyes, or before I blend them out, I want to bronze my face first. I'm going to be using the Soleil Tan Bronzer. This is the 390 one. I haven't bought the darker shade just because, hear me out, I do really want the bronze, the other bronzer, the darker one, but I have a theory that if I buy that bronzer, I'm not going to use this anymore. This is a little bit light on me, so I will be using something else to give me a little bit more like a contour effect. I'm going to be using also the Fluid Powder Foundation 101 brush from Chanel. This is the brush I like to use for applying the bronzer. So I'm going to go in there. I feel like I've been using mine, you know, as I should. And to apply the bronzer, I found it better for my face. I found it better to just kind of tap the bronzer in and just, you know, try to keep bronzing the face like outward. I found that when I was rubbing, the foundation was not coming off, but I would see a little bit of patchiness. So I try not to rub as much because I feel like that doesn't work for my skin. My skin doesn't like rubbing. So I like to just tap the bronzer, tap it up like so. And then I go underneath my chin like this. And then I blend it out like so. Okay, and I will come back to my nose in a little bit. So let me go ahead and start blending out this concealer, and I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender. I found that it works best for me to use a sponge under my eyes. I don't know if you tend to like more of a more of a like brush under your eyes, well then, you know, to each their own. But for me, this seems to work best. I was gonna do a side-by-side of how much it covers. I totally forgot. I apologize. I was just trying to blend this out as fast as I could before it starts drying on me. Like this, and then I go on the bridge with whatever was left on my sponge. I don't apply any more. Go back in there, go back in there. Just make sure there's no settling. And I like to use the little puff that comes with the powder, the little Chanel puff, and I just tap, 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 and tap, 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 tap. And then I like to use the same puff to set the rest of my face. And I try just to set like the inner portion of my face. I don't have much problems with like oiliness and anything, but I just, you know, like to set this area, and I just kind of carve out my contour a little bit. How messy it is. That's the only thing. If I had to say one bad thing about the powder, it would be that it's very much messy. I think if anything, it's one of the messiest powders that I've had. Very close to like the Airspun loose powder from Coty. So okay, moving on, I am gonna go in with this is the Fleur by the Printemps Duo Blush and Highlight Duo. So this is super pretty. When I bought it, I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait. But this is lovely. This is the highlighter on this side, and this is the blush. So this is what I'm going to be using to blush. I'm first going to remove the excess powder under my eyes. I don't really bake for long, just left a little longer today, but usually I don't have to do that. For that, I'm going to be using the Contour 109 brush from Chanel, and I'm going to take this blush right here. Like I said, the only mystery is that Chanel doesn't really give names on the eyeshadows or the bronzers, so I really don't know the name, but I love this blush. You do have to dig a little bit for it, and I just like to apply it like right here, sort of like on my apples, temples, whatever these are called. Moving on, we're gonna take the highlighter portion of the blush duo. This highlighter is the perfect pink fantasy highlighter. I love it. I do have to be light-handed because since I am a little darker, it can be a little too much like sunburny. But if you're unfearful, you could just go in there, and it looks so pretty. It looks like so like glass-like, kind of like porcelain dolls too. I don't know, I love it. So moving on to the next product, I'm gonna be going back to the eyes, and for the next product we're gonna use in the eyes, I'm gonna be using the Ombre Premier Long Wearing Cream Eyeshadow. Okay, so this product, I've also had it for a while now, and this product has been a little hard for me to work with. This is what it looks like. It's a cream eyeshadow. So I am gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of like a glitter primer, a glitter glue, whatever you have, you can apply. I'm gonna apply the NYX Glitter Glue, and I'm just gonna work this a little bit, kind of work it a little bit on my hand. And I'm sorry, I was super out of camera. I'm gonna just apply this where I didn't put any foundation, not foundation, where I didn't apply any product. And now with the back side of the brush, I'm just gonna try to scoop this out This is a very difficult product from Chanel. When I first used it, it was a little difficult for me to apply it. I don't know why. Zoom you guys in a little bit. I hope you guys can tell, but you don't see how in this part, like there's kind of like particles like separating and breaking. It's like a crackling effect in my eyes, and there's parts of my eye that look a little bit more like the product like broke apart completely. I'm gonna wet the brush to see maybe that helps. In the past, I didn't find that it helped me. I feel like it made the problem worse, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna try to make this work. No. You see how in this area it looks like I'm missing product? Look. Okay. Okay, no, it keeps falling off. I'm gonna go in with my finger and try to fix this eyeshadow as much as I can. I feel the deal with these cream shadows are the more you touch them, the worse it gets. So my best advice I can give you, don't touch them so much so that they won't break on you. Let me go ahead and use my finger for the other eye to see if, you know, the brush was the issue. It's gonna be kind of like a press. You're gonna have to like kind of like press it on the eye using like the rub method at all, because if you rub it, it's gonna be gone, girl. So this is my theory on these cream shadows. Use your finger if you really want to get them, because if you use a brush, I feel like it's gonna create a big mess that you don't need. So that's that. Let me go ahead and take off this baking situation right here. Oh, that made it look a little bit better, of course. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, and for that I'm gonna be using my Chanel curler. This is what she looks like. It's just a curler, honestly. I hate to make it seem like, oh my god, you need to get it. Like, I'm trying. I'm freaking trying. So this curler, at first I was like, you have to be careful because it does pinch you a little bit. Try not to go right on the edge of your eyelashes because it will break them off. It's a little aggressive when it comes to curling the eyelashes. Sometimes it even makes me cry, so that's the strength it has. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Le Volume de Chanel mascara, and this one is one of my favorites. I have another one that is my favorite from Chanel, which is the Le Stretch or something like that. It is so good, and it makes my eyelashes look super big, but I think I left that one in my purse. I couldn't find it in my vanity. Or no, I'll check again. But look at how it lifts my eyelashes. Like, look at this eye. This is without anything, and this is with the mascara. I do have to go in there and give it a couple of quotes, by the way. So yep. Okay. We have a little something. This is how the eyelashes look. Let me go back there and fix something that I saw right now. It's the little cream shadow was coming a little bit onto the other shadows. So I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. But so far, this is what we're looking like, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the product so far? And before anything else, I'm gonna, oh my god, I closed it wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my lip balm, take off this lip balm that I used. And I think I'm gonna be using the Rouge Allure Velvet Luminous Matte Lip Color, and this is the Rouge Triumphal. And it was a limited edition one because it has like a press of a lion. So this is what the lipstick looks like. It's a little reddish, but this is the little press that I was talking about. It's a little lion. Let's see. And this is what the lipstick looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and put on some eyelashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so my beautiful people, this is what the look ended up turning out to be. My serious thoughts. If you guys want to know what products I think you guys most definitely need, I would highly suggest that you try the Sublimage foundation and the powder and the corrector. I think those three are the make and break, because a base, a corrector, and a powder are the most important steps in a makeup application. Because if those products don't perform as well, or they don't keep your face mattified, they don't keep your face looking nice and pretty, the rest of the products are pretty much not important, because the biggest section in our face is our foundation. I don't know, maybe to me that's very important, maybe that's not important to others, but to me, foundation is the most important step in a routine. Do you have to get an $160 or $175 foundation? Absolutely not. I feel like it's more choice than necessity, because I feel that any foundation would work, with the proper skincare, with the proper care, and with the proper application. Any foundation can give you this effect, and I just happen to like this foundation. I do feel this is gonna be my new favorite. Not the best favorite to be, but this is gonna be my new favorite foundation for a while, and I just hope Chanel does not remove this foundation from their permanent line, because I love it so much. The lipsticks, this one in general is very comfortable. I know there's another one. I want to say it's this one, the Rouge Allure Velvet Extreme. I feel like these ones are a little bit too drying. I have mine in Modern, and I find these a little bit on the drier side. The Rouge Allure Velvet is a little bit more comfortable. It does feel very comfortable in the lips, but Modern is a little bit more on the drying side. I did want to show you guys the other lipsticks I have from Chanel, but maybe I can do a little Chanel reel or something for you guys, so that you guys can see the different textures and difference in the lips that they make. Let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in that. As for me, I think this is pretty much gonna be one of the videos where you guys ask me, do I need to try Chanel Beauty? And my answer would be, it's more a choice than a necessity. I do also see how people think that Chanel is very outdated or more for like older people and stuff. They don't tend to be very innovative, but Chanel is very classy. So if you're into those vibes, if you're looking for just in general those vibes, then you will like Chanel Beauty. But if you're looking for a little bit more adventurous, there's other things out there for you. With that being said, that is everything for today's video, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you guys liked videos like this. It has been my pleasure to review Chanel Beauty today for you guys. Until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, I love you.